Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Thank you so much for everyone for joining the MACHIYA in the Hotel's live stream. Ohayo gozaimasu. Currently, we are in Kyoto City. Okay, so we are currently in Kyoto City, and it is 6:31 a.m. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. Does anyone recognize where we are? If you've been in Kyoto before, you may know that we're kind of in the downtown area of Kyoto today. And as you can see, because we are heading into the spring season, it's finally getting quite a bit lighter. Good morning, ohayo gozaimasu. Right now we are walking along this street here. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining our live stream. You can see we have quite a few people from all over the world. Right here, we have a question asking if this is a ryokan or traditional inn on the right, and this is actually the outer walls of a temple. So we will show you the entrance area, but this is this white wall all along here. This is a temple called Bukkoji, and if we were to walk straight down this way, we would hit kind of the main street and the main subway station, Shijo station, and this is the beautiful weather that we have today. Ohayo gozaimasu. Thank you so much. We can see people are here from Chile, Brazil, Sarasota, Florida, so the United States, Costa Rica. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. As we mentioned, it is currently 6:31 a.m. and today we're going to walk around kind of downtown Kyoto and also give you a look into one of our latest MACHIYA holiday homes that we've opened. As you can see here, as we mentioned, this is Bukkoji Temple, right over here. You can see we have quite a few followers from Spain, France, the UK. Right here, we hope everyone is doing well. Right over here, you can hear the birds chirping. And over here, let me give you a look over this way. Let us know, are any of you watching right now, will you be visiting Japan anytime soon? And if so, when are you planning on visiting? So just to give you a little bit of history about Bukkoji Temple. So this is apparently the head temple of the Bukkoji sect of the Shinshu Buddhism. And it moved to this current location around 1586, and it is almost in like the heart of Kyoto City. It is very famous for its cherry blossoms. We'll just let the car pass and then I'll give you a look over here. Right here. So this is what the main entrance of the temple looks like. So again, this is Bukkoji Temple. If you are visiting during the cherry blossom season, the sakura season, we do recommend that you stop by here. Although it isn't blooming yet, if you can see right inside of there, those branches over there, these are called shidare zakura, and it's very, very beautiful. It's very famous for Bukkoji. So if you are planning on stopping by, remember to stop by here. Good morning. Thank you so much. So right now we are heading towards the MACHIYA house that we'll be showing you today. Just to show that it is getting a little bit warmer. You can see, so if you can see these flowers over here, these are not cherry blossoms, but these are ume flowers. So as soon as we see ume flowers blooming in Japan, we know that winter is coming to an end and spring is just right around the corner. So we're very excited. It's much, much warmer. And so we hope to be able to show you many more live streams during the spring season. Hopefully we'll be able to show you kind of the cherry blossoms in Kyoto. We'll try to wake up a little bit earlier to beat the crowds, and so that we can show you some of the beautiful cherry blossoms live on Instagram. So, okay, so thank you so much for joining us. Arigatou gozaimasu. Good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. So, as we mentioned, we are currently heading our way towards a MACHIYA house that we will be giving you a live tour of, which is this one right here. So if you have been following us on Instagram, you may have noticed that we recently opened a new traditional Japanese house here in Kyoto. Let me just give you a look right over here. So this one is where we'll be giving you a tour today. This is called Marikoji MACHIYA house. So Marikoji. Let's see if you can see the noren curtain here. So it says Marikoji. Good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. And we have the traditional or the classic ichimonji kawara roof tiles up here. We have the sudare, so these are bamboo reed window, kind of like window shields, things of that sort. We have the white walls for this particular MACHIYA, and of course the noren. So we have a question asking, how do we find the Kyomachi houses to renovate and rent out? Well, we find these traditional homes throughout, various different ways. But once we find one that we feel is appropriate to renovate, we do work with many locals to kind of restore and renovate these traditional Japanese homes so that we are able to transform it into an accommodation. So right now I'm going to enter into the house. As you can see here, we have a keypad for this particular house. Let me just go ahead and enter the number. And over here. Okay, so here we are. And this is Marikoji MACHIYA house. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. So, as you can see, we are currently in the entrance area, and for this particular house, we can accommodate up to 5 guests here. So for this particular house, you'll see that it's kind of the perfect balance between, we have your Western style furnishings just for your comfort, and also traditional elements throughout the house. So we have the karakami, karakami, kind of like wallpaper over here, and you have a sofa over here. But behind the sliding doors over here, we open it to reveal the main living room over here, right over here. And as we mentioned, this is one of our latest MACHIYA holiday homes, so we haven't welcomed any guests here yet. The official opening date is actually tomorrow, so we do have quite a few guests coming to stay with us in the next couple of weeks and months, so we're very excited. Right over here, so if you've noticed, do you notice that underneath this low table here, there's kind of an opening? Does anyone know what this is called? So this is called a horigotatsu style table. And the reason why it is very convenient is because you can kind of enjoy the tatami flooring right over here, but also sit down almost as if it is a dining, almost like a dining room table. So it is very comfortable to sit in. Let me see if we can show you a view. So right over here, kind of like this. So you can stretch out your legs like this. So even if you're sitting on a tatami flooring, you can have a very comfortable seating arrangement here. So this is the view you would have right over here. Yes, horigotatsu, you can see some of the comments. This is a very convenient style to sit in a Japanese style room. And as we mentioned, we have other karakami kind of design papers. So this behind these panels, these are actually closets. So you'll find kind of iron and ironing board, and you can also hang up your clothing. And you'll also have a view of the garden, which I think we will show you next. Thank you so much for everyone's comments. Yes, let us know, who would you like to stay here with? As we mentioned, you can stay here with up to 5 guests here. So it is a fairly spacious MACHIYA house. So right over here. So we have your Tsuboniwa garden here. Let us open it up. Right over here. So this is what the little Tsuboniwa garden looks like. You can see that it's surrounded by 4 walls, but if you look up, there's kind of an opening here. We can see in the comments someone saying they want to stay with their wife and son, so with their family. Someone said the friends. We do, let's see, there's another comment asking if we have availability this month. So at this moment, we can't see the availability right now, but if you look at our official website, you will be able to see whether we do have availability still. Sorry. And so here we are. So that was the garden. And next we'd like to show you, this is the kitchen. So it is kind of a compact kitchenette, but it does have everything that you'll need during your stay. So you have your refrigerator here. You have your microwave, IH cooker, and then we also provide all of our guests with kind of water and our original matcha coffee, which is quite a popular coffee that we've created in collaboration with a local coffee roaster in Kyoto. So you can go ahead and enjoy that. And if we kind of open up the drawers, you'll see that you'll have all your pots and pans that you'll need during your stay. And also you'll have your cutlery and your dishes and things of that sort. So we have you all sorted for your stay if you'd like to use the kitchen. And next, we'll be going behind this door here. Can you take a guess to see as to what is behind this door? Let us know in the comments what you think. Let us give you one final pan of this room. So this is what the room looks like. That was the garden. This was the kitchen over here. And we'll open up this door to reveal the bathroom right over here. So for this particular room, you'll have this style of bath, which is kind of enveloped in wood. You'll also have a rainfall shower head. And this is the bath that you can relax in. And if we just kind of jump in, we can show you, this would be the view of the garden that you would be able to have during your stay. So you can relax here after exploring Kyoto City as many times as you'd like during your stay. So let us just jump out a bit. And in addition to the shower and bath, you'll also have, of course, a spacious sink inside of these bags. These are kind of our amenity bags. So inside you'll find all of your toiletries, which we do provide for you. But depending on the plan that you've reserved with us, it may slightly differ. But we also have a convenient washing machine with dryer function. We do provide laundry detergent for you during your stay. And of course, we have a bathroom with a bidet over here. So we can see that we have a couple of questions. Let's see if we can answer them. So we have one question that says, the question is, where is the location of this accommodation? Is it close to the Kamo River? So yes, it is close to the Kamogara River. This particular matcha house is located in downtown Kyoto, just a approximately 6-7 minute walk from the closest subway station, which is Shijo Station. And if we were to walk to the Kamogara River, it would probably take about I would say 8 to 10 minutes or so. So it is in a very convenient location. Thank you so much for your question. So we are about to head upstairs. But before we do, I'll just show you how high the ceilings are. And we have these kind of shoji, decorative shoji fittings over here. Right over here. Oh, sorry. There is one thing that I completely forgot to show you. Before we walk upstairs, if you look towards your right, we actually have a stone lantern in this particular house. And the reason is because this matcha house is kind of inspired by the traditions of Kyoto's kind of tea ceremony culture. So usually you will find these in the gardens, but we've decided to bring the that element inside of the house. So thank you so much for your question. We have another question that said, what is the name of the location and the cost? So this particular matcha house, the name of this matcha house is Marikoji. And for the cost, it will differ. The accommodation fee will differ depending on the number of guests and the season. But on average, it will be 36,000 yen. So that is in Japanese yen. If anyone can help out to let us know what that is in other currencies, go ahead and leave it in the comments. So we are currently upstairs on the second floor. This is the Western style bedroom, but as you can see, it is a Western style bedroom that also includes many traditional Japanese elements over here. They have the shoji over there. And we also have this kind of chigai dana. So we have the staggered shelving over here. And we also have more of this beautiful print right down over here. And a little bit of tatami flooring area. So this is kind of the perfect balance between a Western style bedroom and a Japanese style bedroom. Right over here. And over here, and then if you can see the blinds, so we've completely opened up this blind, but you can close it all the way down. These are kind of, how would you say, these are blackout blinds. So right now it is quite bright, but if we were to bring it all the way down, you will have a completely dark room so you can get a great night's sleep during your stay. And over here you are. See if we can answer another question. So someone is asking, when is the blossom season? So I'm assuming they're referring to the cherry blossom season, but it does slightly differ year to year, but the cherry blossom season this year will probably be towards the end of March, early April. And over here, so we're going to enter into the second room. Right here. And this is the Japanese style room on the second floor, right over here. So this is quite a spacious room. You can see this room has quite high ceilings, and at the moment we only have these cushions set here, but we can set 3 futon beddings. So the Japanese futon style beddings, we would have like 1, 2, 3 over here. And same as a Western style bedroom, there are kind of these blackout curtains for you to bring completely down to block out the light. If you decide to sleep in this particular room, you can see just right on the other side of the window, you'll have kind of the bamboo reeds. So those are called sudare, which kind of lets in the natural light, but blocks the view from anyone passing the house outside. And yeah, so this is this room here. It's quite simple, but it is a multi-purpose room. You can use it to store your luggage up here if you'd like, or as we said, it can also serve as a bedroom. And this particular kind of rack, I suppose we would say. This is actually called a iko. So this is originally, this is where we would have hung our kimono. So you kind of like stretch out the sleeves and kind of air out the kimono. But now we have kind of transformed it into a place where you can hang your clothing here. Let me just give you another pan of the room. So as we said, this particular room can fit up to 3 guests to sleep in this particular room over here. Okay, so that was the brief tour of this particular MACHIYA house. So let us know, is this a house that you would like to stay in? And who would you like to stay here with? So as I mentioned this, we're on the 2nd floor right now, but we'll go downstairs to give you one last look at the room. And over here, just coming down over here. As I mentioned, this is the sitting room. So this is the entrance area where you can relax on the sofa. Sorry, we did forget to mention that if you were to stay during the winter time, there is floor heating in all of the rooms, so that is convenient. But there are also air conditioning units in every single room. So even if you stay during the summer or the hotter months, it is still very convenient, and you can relax and stay here with us. So. Thank you so much for all of your comments. Let's see, there's another question. Someone is asking, so does this place have a rotenburo? So if you don't know, a rotenburo is kind of an outdoor bath area. So this house does not have a rotenburo, but as we showed you, this is the bath area. So you will have a view of the garden over here if you do decide to stay here. So this is what the bath area looks like over here with us. Yep, thank you so much for your question. Okay, and I think that is pretty much it for the MACHIYA house tour. So we thought we would just kind of show you the area outside of the MACHIYA. We're actually quite close to Nishiki Market. So if you don't know, that is kind of the outdoor kind of, I suppose it is almost like a shopping arcade. It has a history about 400 years, but it only takes about 5 to 6 minutes to walk to Nishiki Market. So we thought we would walk over there before we end the tour, just to show you what the neighborhood looks like for this particular house. So as I mentioned, this is Bukkoji MACHIYA house. This is the exterior, right over here. Right over here. There's just one last look. And if you can hear, that was the sound of the bell from the nearby temple. And over here. So we're just going to give you a tour of downtown Kyoto so you can see what it's like if you were to stay in this area. As I mentioned, that will be Bukkoji Temple right down the street. It's usually open around 8 early in the morning, so you can stop by if you'd like. So let us know if you have been to Kyoto before. Do you recognize this neighborhood at all? We're right near Shijo Karasuma, and kind of near the Shijo station, which is about maybe a 5 to 6 minute walk. And let's see, what other information can we provide you? There are several 24-hour convenience stores within a 1 to 2 minute walk. Where we're headed right now, we're headed toward Nishiki Market. Right now, there are supermarkets within walking distance. Also, if we were to turn this way, walk down the street that way, we would be able to walk towards Kamogawa River and also the Gion neighborhood. So this is a very convenient place to stay whether this is your first time in Kyoto or if you've been to Kyoto many times. And over here, so you can see that this area kind of has a mix of historical buildings in addition to kind of like the more modern buildings. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or in the question box. We'll try to take a look and answer them for you. We did have one question asking what was behind the third door upstairs. We do apologize. We didn't show you. That was a second toilet upstairs on the second floor. So for the particular MACHIYA house that we just showed you, there are 2 toilets, 1 bathroom, 2 bedrooms, a living room area, and then also a seating room area and a kitchen. So we do apologize, we didn't show you what was behind the third door, but that was an additional toilet on the second floor. Thank you so much for your question. And let's see. We have another question saying, where can we buy onigiris? So if you don't know what an onigiri is, it is a rice ball wrapped in seaweed, usually wrapped in seaweed, but you can find them at almost any convenience store. And for this particular neighborhood where we're in, you will be able to find quite a few convenience stores within a 1-2 minute walk of the house. So it is a very convenient location to stay. So as you can see, we are getting closer towards the main street over here. So we're headed towards Shijo Street, which is where you'll find many restaurants, cafes, stores to pick up souvenirs or kind of just little knickknacks and things of that sort. So you'll pretty much find anything in this particular area. But of course, in addition to that, we are almost in the heart of Kyoto. So we are in the heart of Kyoto, so we're in downtown Kyoto. So we are very near, close to Gion. We're also close by to many, as we mentioned, we're also close by to many bus stations and things of that sort. So it is very we were cut off. I can't remember where we got cut off, but as we mentioned, we are currently headed towards Nishiki Market, and it does have a history of about 400 years. We mentioned that there are more than 100 shops and restaurants all along the street, so this is where we're heading. Let us just give you a look here. So it says Nishiki right over here. And so none of the shops are open right now because they usually open around 10. We do have a couple right over here. But let's see what we can find. So the interesting thing, you can see like the roof over here. You've probably seen many photos depicting Nishiki Market. So most of the shutters are closed at the moment, but you can see we have kind of these types of shops. Everyone's getting ready to prepare to open up today. Right over here, so you can stop by to grab a bite to eat or even just like street food. But something interesting is, although all the shutters are closed, you'll notice that many of these shutters depict these kind of traditional paintings, like a replica of the paintings. So you'll find them here. Let's see if we can find another one right over here. So this is the interesting thing about Nishiki Market. So these paintings, you can see another one over here. You can see it over here. So these paintings are actually by a painter named Ito Jakuchu. They're getting ready to prepare, but as we mentioned, the paintings are by Ito Jakuchu, and the ones on the shutters are kind of replicas or depictions of it. He was a painter of the Edo period, and the reason why some of the shutters depict his paintings is because he was the son of a grocer. So one of the shop owners who used to have a shop along the street. So that is the reason why some of the shutters depict his paintings. So we do apologize that our live stream got cut off slightly in the middle. Let's see if we can find, oh, here's another one. So even though the shutters are closed, you can still kind of stop by and see interesting paintings and kind of see everyone getting ready in the morning. Right over here, you'll find kind of a lot of fresh food markets. But as we mentioned, you can kind of see, you can also find restaurants and also souvenir shops and even street food style. All along here, you'll find sake shops, things of that sort. So, right over here. Let's see, we do have a couple more comments. Someone has said, where's the ground matcha dessert place? I think it was Mochi inside. We don't know what the particular one that you've mentioned, but there are quite a few in this area. So if you do have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments. We're sure to share them. Okay, so we are almost coming to an end to the live stream, but we thought we would finish off at this little shrine at the end of the street. So, as we mentioned, if you do come to Kyoto, you will most likely visit this place here. We are walking along Nishiki Market, although it is very quiet right now. That is because it is 7 a.m., so none of the shops are open. But if you do come after 10, 12, it will be very busy and bustling. So it is quite an interesting place to visit. So we do recommend you stopping by. This is the kind of just like the shopping district. You'll find more modern clothing stores and things of that sort here. And we thought we would just finish off with this view of this shrine over here. So thank you so much for joining our Instagram live stream this time around. Hopefully for the next live stream, we'll be able to show you kind of the cherry blossoms blooming all around Kyoto. So please be on the lookout. That will probably be in about another week or so. We will keep you updated. But as we mentioned, today we did give you a live tour of our matcha house called Marikoji. We will be sure to leave all the information regarding Marikoji Matcha House in the description when we upload the archive. If you have any specific questions about MACHIYA Residence Inn or MACHIYA Inns and Hotels, please feel free to send us a comment or send us a DM, and we will be sure to answer your questions. So thank you so much for everyone who's joined in. As we said, this was a live from Kyoto City today. We hope that you have a great day or a good night, and we will hopefully see you at our next live stream. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you.